Okay, hello everyone. This is Tom Hunyadi here, and I have a very special guest. And obviously, this is late. We're recording this around 11:30 Pacific time, and she just got out of the show. And this is Joan Borelli. Joan, thank you for coming out here and telling us about this experience. How are you
You're
doing
welcome.
right now?
I am on cloud nine. I'm still flying high. I don't think I'm going to come down for a couple months. It was spectacular
All
day
right, well,
in
hold on,
every way.
hold on. Don't get too far ahead of
Sorry,
yourself.
sorry. I'm so excited.
But that's all right. That's great. I'm glad you're excited. But where are you from?
I'm from
But
Pennsylvania.
okay, so you traveled and you wanted to see this first show, I take it.
Yes, yes. I was
Okay,
excited about seeing the opening show for the tour.
right. And I'm sure that this is not your first time seeing Paul.
No, this is my 68th show
68th show since starting when?
since I was 16 in 1976.
So you got to see the Wings Over America show.
Yes,
That
in
is
Philly.
amazing.
Yep,
In Philly. Oh
yep.
wow.
Still have
That
the tour
is
T-shirt too.
no kidding.
I
That
do.
is excellent. Excellent. So let's just walk through. Did you have an easy time getting tickets? And do you always do the sound check as well? Because you did the sound check too.
Yeah, I always do the sound check. It's like two concerts in one. Yeah, it's
Right.
pricey. It's not
Hmm.
for the casual fan, I guess.
Right.
But it's so worth it. The experience is so incredible. Um, and getting tickets, it's a challenge. That's a whole another topic for a whole other
Right.
podcast. What the whole
Oh,
ticketing system is.
absolutely.
But I always do like an American Express
Hmm.
pre-sale or fan pre-sale or one of
Yes.
those things, and you just hop in the
Right.
queue and cross your fingers. And I had a lot of success for this tour. So
Right. It's not like the I remember, when I was starting to buy tickets in the 90s, I mean, we'd go to, to wherever, Ticketmaster was. Like I lived from
right,
Michigan, we had a record store called Harmony House,
yep,
and we would get in line in there and,
yep,
sometimes 3 4 5 6 o'clock in the morning or whatever, to try to beat the crowd. But so those days are long gone. I don't think we'll ever
right,
see those days
yeah,
again.
yeah. And
Yeah.
there's a lot of, I guess, analytics that are used in that system, and
Hmm.
you know, I know there's a big
Right.
uproar on
Right.
tickets for this tour.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. So, you get to what? You're Washington, right?
Right, yep,
Yep.
Spokane.
And yep, spoken. And let's talk about the sound check. So you get there. You said you had to be there at 3:30, right?
Yep, we had to be there at 3:30. It was super well organized here,
Okay.
and they take everybody inside, and they have a open bar, and which is
Hmm.
nice, some snacks and
Nice.
things like that.
Right.
Um, and basically, everyone hangs out and talks and shares stories, and it's all Uber Beatles fans and Uber Maka fans there,
Hmm.
and something sort of special happened at this one that never happened before, which was exciting.
Really?
I was watching the clock and saying, okay, we're going to go down pretty soon. So I like popped out to run to the ladies' room, and all of a sudden I heard music, and I was like,
Mm.
oh, I'm going to peek behind this curtain. And I just, peeked behind the curtain, and the band was already on the stage. Paul was on the stage, and they played Matchbox. And I just was the
Ah.
only one just stood there. I got to hear that. So that was really awesome. And then they come out, and he has a person that organizes these
Right.
pre-show
Right.
packages, and she leads you down, down, down. Everybody goes down through the back alleys of the stadium and onto the floor, and you're about generally right in front of the sound booth, a little bit closer
Hmm.
than that. So
Hmm.
you're not up close to the stage, but you're still
Gotcha.
right there. And this one was great. There were only 130 people, so it was
Mm.
very small, and we just all line up, and Paul comes out, and the band comes out, and they start playing, and he interacts and
Hmm.
talks to people and talks to everybody there, and it's just a really fun time, and everyone's singing and dancing and
Right.
screaming and everything. It's really cool, super fun.
So. Right. So let's talk about the set list. So he does. You said you heard Matchbox.
Yep.
Then I want to be your man, right?
Yep.
And drive
Yep.
my car.
Drive my car.
Um, One after 909 and let them in, which I'm
Yep.
sure was pretty good.
That was one after 909 was awesome. That was incredible.
Cool.
Yep. Let them
Yeah.
in.
Right. And then now, how? I mean, as you're watching this, what are you thinking of his voice? Because that's the big thing these days is
Yep.
his voice.
Yep.
You know.
Um, I thought it was a lot fresher and stronger than the last tour.
Mm,
It was clear and not as gravelly as it had gotten before. I mean, I still think his voice is great, but yeah, he's not 25
right.
anymore. Um,
Right.
because I saw quite a few shows from the last tour, and by the last show of the last tour, it was pretty rough.
Pretty
Um,
rough. Yeah.
yeah, but now
Egypt. Yeah.
tonight, I mean, he was on form. It was really, really good. He was really good, um,
Cool.
hitting the
Cool.
notes, and
Right.
yeah, he was on top form.
Cool. So does Sea Moon, Women and Wives during the sound check then, right? Huh?
Yep, yep,
Um, San Francisco Bay Blues, what she usually does during sound check every night. Leaning on a lamppost, Midnight Special, which is another sound check regular for the most
yeah,
part.
yeah. There
Yeah,
wasn't a
New
lot of
Queen.
deviation from past sound checks, I don't think.
Right. Yeah, because Sea Moon is usually one is in there all the time as well, isn't
Yep,
it?
it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're okay. So that's over. I mean, did they give you any little merch to since you were part of
Yeah.
the
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
So after
yeah.
after the music, then we go back to a dining room, and he had fantastic vegetarian
Okay.
spread, food, all kinds of food, and more alcohol, more open bar. And they they did something cool. They set up like an Abbey Road.
Yeah, okay. You sent that picture. That was
Yeah,
nice. Yeah.
so you could also,
Right.
all us
Right.
fans line up and got our picture on Abbey Road there. And
Very
then
cool.
they hand out the swag bags, the merch. Um,
All right.
oh, and we also have the opportunity to go to like a private merch table to
Mm,
have to fight the crowds to buy T-shirts and to get the
gotcha.
tour book and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
That was
Did
nice.
did you get anything extra?
Oh gosh, of course. Are you crazy?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, I
yeah,
don't know. This is the first time we're talking.
yeah, yeah. It's a sickness.
Yeah.
Tour
So what did
book.
you get?
I got a tour book, a sweatshirt, and two T-shirts.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah, scored. There's a couple of other things, but I'll get them at later shows.
Right.
I only have
Very
so
cool.
much room in my suitcase.
Now, I posted on the Two Legs Facebook page that the merch that they were selling, and
Yeah.
one of them was like these coasters with the album label. Did you see those there by chance?
Was it a coaster or
Yeah, it was like a coaster set that had the record labels in the middle, like you would normally see for a record. Do you
I
happen to see those?
I did see them, but I didn't see them out of a
Okay,
box or anything.
right.
But I saw the box.
Right.
They look really cool.
Yeah, because they had Venus and Mars, they had
Yeah.
London Town, Back to the Egg in there, and Wings Over America as well. So I might have to. I know they're on McCartney.com too, so I might have to get
Okay.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do.
So
They're freaky. Go
right.
ahead. Sorry.
So no, it's okay. So you're snacking. Are you a vegetarian
I
by
am.
by the way?
I
You are?
am.
Okay, so
Yep.
you're right at home then, I
Yes.
take it. Yep.
Yes.
And so now, I mean, was it like 4:30, almost 5 at this point in time?
Yeah, the sound check went from about 4:30 to about 5:30. Yeah.
Okay.
And so I
Okay.
think we got back up at about 4:45
All right.
or no, I'm sorry, 5:45.
Gotcha. And then I believe doors open right around 6. So did you just go find your seat then
Uh,
afterwards?
we stayed up in the lounge until about 6:45, And then we
Okay.
knew the DJ, and now his name's escaping me, but the guy that's always with him pre-show.
Right.
He usually
Right.
starts at 7. Yeah, at 7. So we wanted to go down for that show because he's so good. So we made our
Right.
way down about 7, and um, I mean, I knew we had good seats, obviously, but
Right.
there were some discrepancies on the schematic for the seating on the
Mm-hmm.
website for the stadium, so I wasn't 100% sure. But then when I got down there, I was like, "Oh yeah, okay, we did good. We did good." we,
So who can I ask who you went with?
yeah, I mean, I came by myself, but I met up with a
Okay.
lot of the fans on the run, people
Okay,
that
cool.
I've met at other things. So
Okay, cool. All right.
whole bunch of
You
us
see,
were.
did you see Rick then?
I didn't actually see him. I looked for him, but I don't think
Okay.
he had sound check. So I
Uh,
didn't see him there. But he was about the only one I didn't see. There were many, many, many fans on the run there. Super cool.
hmm Gotcha. So, you're there then. Did your ticket say an 8 o'clock start time?
Yep.
Okay,
Yes.
and did it start right at 8, or did you have to? Was it a couple minutes
Uh,
late?
10. I would say it was 8:10.
Okay, 8:10. How was the crowd? I mean, was it a packed show? Did you know if it was sold out?
It was. I think there were a few spare tickets here and there, but not many. But it was packed.
Okay,
I mean,
it
when
was
you turned
packed.
around and looked back into the stands, you didn't see any
Right.
empty space. It was packed, and it was an
Yeah.
awesome crowd. They were super into
Right.
it. It was great, great crowd.
Okay. So talk us how it start. How does it start? The lights go out. Tell
Yep,
tell us how it started.
lights go out, and um, the excitement. Everybody's screaming and everything, and they just all come running out and grab their instruments, and they go right into "Can't Buy Me Love."
Gotcha. Now there
Which,
was a little confusion because I was following the setlist.com,
yeah,
and some people were actually watching it. Somebody was actually doing a live stream while they were there, and so somebody was saying that the Junior's Farm was being played, and then but setlist.com didn't have it on there. Did Junior's Farm get played?
yep, it was the second song.
That is excellent. Very cool.
Yep,
Very
yep.
cool. Yeah. Cool. So then you get the horn. The horns are back, right?
Oh, they were so good. Yeah, yeah,
Yes. Yes.
yes. We call it, well, the horny guys. That's what we call.
The horny guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I was really excited to see him because I did see him for that Egypt Station tour
Oh,
here
yeah,
here in Phoenix, and
yeah.
I was just I just love the fact that he brought a horn section back. I thought that was a great move.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know.
It really enhances it just enhances the whole concert, and it's such a simple thing, and it really just
Right.
adds to it. They're great. They are
Right.
fantastic.
So I'm sure the crowd was going nuts by when the lights went out. The crowd's going absolutely
Oh,
crazy.
yeah. I mean, just standing up screaming. It was like it just literally just screams and hoops and hollers, and
Right.
awesome, awesome.
Yeah. Gotcha. So did you write down the songs that he played?
I do. I have to send them to you, but I have them all. I wrote them
Awesome.
down.
Well, cool, because I just want to compare it to the set
Okay.
list because
Yep.
setlist.com, because sometimes mistakes are made. But
Yeah.
we got Can't Buy Me Love, Junior's Farm, then we got Letting Go,
Yep.
we got to Get You Into My Life,
Yep.
and Come On to Me. Now,
Yep.
were you surprised by that he was bringing out a song from another song from Egypt Station?
No, I was thrilled that he was.
Hmm.
I think like super fans love when he busts out new songs and adds
Right.
different things to the playlist. No,
Gotcha.
I was stoked that he did that, and crowd response was really good too, which is
Oh,
good.
good, good.
Yeah,
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 yeah. Because sometimes when those new songs come on, there's
yeah. You don't
bathroom or
boo.
beer break.
That, yeah, that's yeah, exactly. No,
Okay. So then, I will say, I'll just give my opinion on this next song. I feel like it's got to go. I'm just so tired of letting, or Let Me Roll It,
let me roll it.
but I know it's a crowd pleaser,
It's a
but,
big, yeah, yeah. I
yeah,
mean, there's a few that I wouldn't mind if he took out of the rotation. But
Well, let's get to that at the end. I'll ask you that at the end
okay,
then. Getting better, right?
great.
It says, yeah, it says here this first time he did since 2003, so
Yeah,
that was cool.
that was great.
Um,
It was great.
and then, yeah, and then Women and Wives, which
Yeah,
I'm surprised it took to song 8 for him to do a song from his latest album,
I know.
McCartney 3.
It would have been nice to have one up in the top, I think, of the list, but I'm
Right,
glad he did it. It was just nice
right.
to hear it. It was really good, and
It was
his
good.
yeah, his voice sounded
Yeah.
so good. Maybe it's from listening to the album that you're used to
Hmm.
his current tone of voice, but it sounded really good live. It was really nice.
Okay. Cool. Then he busts into My Valentine, and then
Yep,
1985, which
yep,
I love when he does that.
yeah.
Um,
That's a
and
rocker.
then right, and then a song that I think a lot of people don't want to do anymore. And then how was his performance of Maybe I'm Amazed?
It was really good. You know, well, if I can give an opinion, I think one thing
Yeah,
that
please.
if he does one thing he does really well
Hmm.
is he does surround himself with a band that can really sing and fill in the
Right.
blank. You know,
Yep.
they he goes as far as he can go, and then they fill
Right.
in, and there are
Hmm.
some great singers in that band. So um, he sounded great. He really did.
Okay.
He really
Okay.
did.
Fair enough. Then he goes into I've Just Seen a Face, which
Yep.
I approve of that one.
Okay. Good. Good. Good.
One that I'm still kind of, I don't get this one, but in spite of all the danger, I mean, I'm fine with it, but I just it's just he's done it a bunch of times now
Yeah.
over the last years. So,
Yeah.
but what are your thoughts on in spite of all the danger?
It's a song I really like.
Yeah.
Um, from the perspective of mood, in between,
Hmm.
I've just seen a face, and then
Go ahead. Yeah.
in spite, and
Love
then
Me
love
Do.
me do.
Right.
I'm not sure if it thematically fits super well in there, but
Right.
yeah, like he could change that one out for me. Like the song. The performance is really
Hmm.
good, but I wouldn't be sad
Right.
if it went away.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Then like you said, Love Me Do. Then
Yeah.
we got into Dance Tonight.
Yep.
Okay. Blackbird.
Yep.
Okay.
Lift the
Here
mood.
Today. Here
Yep.
Today. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, was he on a riser? Did he get
Yeah.
lifted?
Same.
Lifted?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And that's been going on for quite some time now.
Yeah. Yes.
You
Which I don't
After
really
here.
like that.
No.
Because I always sit in the front, and when he goes on the riser, he's actually further
Right.
away than when he's down. But it's okay. I get it.
That's funny.
I get it.
Gotcha. Right. Then we go into Queenie Eye and Lady Madonna. I mean, this is this. I'll mention something later, but for you, how did that go?
Good. I mean, everybody was dancing and singing along and everything.
Right.
Um, yeah, that's a that's a 3 song roll right there. That I think that he could replace those with something different, and it would be great
Mm,
for me. For
okay.
me personally, like,
Right.
I mean, who doesn't love Lady Madonna? But I think I've heard it on every tour ever.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. And then another one that he just keeps doing too is the next two songs being for the benefit of Mr. Kite and Something.
yeah,
Now, I'm sure the Something is the same version that he did with on the concert for George, right?
it is. Yeah, and
Yeah.
you know what?
Yeah.
And I love it. I think it's really
Yeah.
a
No,
cool
it's
version.
yeah.
I would personally keep it. I just love it. I love the way
Yeah.
the band performs it.
Yeah.
So I'm
It's a
okay
good
with that.
yeah, it's a good rendition of the
Yeah,
song. It's a good yeah. Obla di Obla Da.
yeah,
I'm sure the crowd's going crazy for that one.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Now the next two he hasn't done for in a while. You Never Give Me Your Money and She Came In Through the Bathroom Window.
Was blown away. You Never Give Me Your Money is my favorite song in the world
Oh,
of my
really?
life. When I heard the
Wow.
first note, I was like, "No way, no!" And then yeah. So I was beyond thrilled, beyond thrilled.
Cool. Very cool. And then now you can't have a tour name like Got Back and not do Get Back, right?
Yeah, and it was great. It was
Okay.
spectacular.
Good.
Really well
Now, I
done.
mean, how is he singing these right now? By this time, we're like 3/4 the way through. I mean, how's his voice holding up?
You you start to hear the wear. It
Yeah,
starts
you
to
do.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
He's not hitting all the notes that he was at the beginning,
Right.
definitely. And
Okay.
you know the guy doesn't. He still only took one break for water.
Yeah. I heard now. That was going to be my next question. Now, did you actually see him take a sip?
Yeah,
Because I had heard that someone said he did take a sip.
yeah, he did. You know, he does that
Yeah.
thing. Oh, what's in this?
Yes.
What vodka?
Fuck.
Oh, delicious. You know, he does. He always does that thing.
Right.
Yeah, one time
Um.
and all that time. Bless his heart.
Right. Yeah. And then you get the next four are like staples. I don't
Yep,
think he'll ever take these songs out of the set list. And you got, Band on the Run, Let It Be, Live and
yep,
Let Die, and Hey Jude.
yep.
Now, I will tell you that as tired as I am of seeing him do Live and Let Die live, it's still spectacular to see
It
those
is.
flames.
It is. It is. And
Yeah.
man, you just feel that heat coming off the stage.
Right.
It's like, oh my God, I'm singeing my hair.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Yeah.
the show that part of the show is really awesome. But yeah,
Cool.
I've seen it quite a few times.
Right. Then he leave. Then the show's, the first set, I guess, if you want to call it that, is
Yeah.
over with Hey
Yeah.
Jude.
Yeah.
Did he do the You're Great, You Were Great, You Were Great, You Were Great after that, or like he
Yeah.
normally
Yeah. He
does,
did
or
the thing. He
yeah,
said thank you, and he did. He said about it's great to be back, and you know,
right,
excited to be kicking off the tour and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, he was very gracious. He was super
cool,
gracious,
yeah.
and
And I'm sure he seemed very energetic as well.
yeah. Oh gosh, he's like a kid. I mean, yeah, he's bouncing all over the place. It was cool.
Cool. I mean, well, yeah, that's what I wanted to know too. I mean, for 70, almost he's going to be 80 here
Yeah,
in, month and a
you just
half or
never know
whatever.
it. You would never,
Right,
never know it. I mean, he's got all his
right.
energy. Oh, he was dressed impeccably, like really cool jacket. You know, he just looked
Hmm.
like he looked like GQ. Like he really looked good. He
That's
really looked
great.
good.
So they come out and they start with Sergeant Pepper. Now, is this the reprise or is this the
Mm.
opening? Do you recall?
He didn't play Sergeant Pepper.
He didn't. Okay, so
No,
that was on the. So here we go. Setlist.com
they're
is
wrong.
wrong with this one.
Yep,
Yep.
he did not
Okay.
play Sergeant Pepper.
Okay. Did he play Birthday?
He did.
Okay. So all right. How about Helter Skelter?
He did.
Okay. And then did he end with Golden Slumbers, Carry That Weight, and the end?
But that's so interesting because the song that they left out, because he didn't play Sergeant Pepper, but you're missing a song there, and it was the surprise of the night.
Oh.
Big, big surprise. I don't know if I should tell you though, because it'll ruin it when you go see it. But I'm sure you might hear about it. You tell me.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to
I
ruin
don't
it.
know. I don't know. Please tell me.
Oh my God, there were a lot of tears. A lot of tears.
Did he do
So this,
yesterday?
no, thank God, no.
Mm, okay.
He did. I've got a feeling,
Mm-hmm.
but Peter Jackson isolated John Lennon's voice, live voice, and
Uh.
behind Paul, he was a video of John.
Okay.
So he sang with John. I've got a feeling.
Oh wow.
It was. I'm getting chills right now thinking about it. It was wow.
Well,
It was
that's
wow.
that's that's right. Well, that's funny you say that because at first I've got a feeling was on the setlist.com, and then when I refreshed it, then it was changed with Sergeant Pepper.
Oh my gosh.
Um, yeah, yeah. So I'm glad that you were able to write all this stuff down so we can get an accurate,
Yeah.
set list here. So
Yeah.
so that's awesome. So because normally when he does I've got a feeling, then the band kicks in John's part, right?
Yeah. But
So
they had
right. So
John singing. Oh, it was
that's
beautiful.
amazing.
It was
Really?
beautiful. Yeah.
Uh,
And
oh man,
when he
I'm
played Get Back, they had a lot of footage from Get Back,
right.
the new movie,
Gotcha.
and it's really touching.
Mm-hmm.
It's really touching seeing him, with the boys there, and then seeing him now, and yeah,
Mm-hmm.
there were a lot of tears,
Right.
happy tears, and some sad
Right. Oh,
tears.
I'm sure. I'm sure it was an emotional moment. That's really
Yeah,
cool. That's really
it's
cool.
you'll love
Yeah.
it. It's really cool.
Yeah. Um, I was really surprised by he with him doing more songs from Egypt Station than he did with McCartney 3. I was really expecting at least 3 songs from McCartney 3, and he only
And
did
it's
Women and Wives, right?
yeah, yes. I know. I really wanted him to do Long Tail Winter Bird. It's my favorite.
Mm.
Um, well, there's a few. Yeah, I was just
Yeah, Find
surprised.
My Way. Yeah, I was surprised he didn't do
Yeah,
Find My Way. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I do think like they didn't because he was in St. Bart's for like a good month before the tour,
Mm.
you know,
Okay.
with his family.
Mm.
So maybe I thought that takes time to learn those new songs and everything.
Hmm.
I mean, who knows what his reason is? I don't know. But I think it would have been nice to have more from the new album.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what he's. I mean, he was going to tour, I guess, with that album. You know, you would figure that he would have done more
Yeah,
to
yeah,
promote that
yeah.
album. Absolutely. What would you like to? Is there anything you would like to see different? I mean, Art. Listen, I'm glad you're happy. I'm glad you're excited about this. I'm glad you're still on cloud nine. I mean,
Yeah.
I am too. Even though I get tired of the set, the same set list. But be honest though. I mean, is there things you would have wished he would have changed? Do you think he should have changed it up a little bit more?
Honestly, I would
Yeah.
prefer a whole new set list. I would
Yeah.
prefer a lot more. A lot. I would prefer less Beatles and more McCartney. That's what I
Thank
would
you. Yeah.
prefer.
Yeah.
And
I hear you. I hear you.
yeah, like if he
It
banged
was
out some Ram and some Red Rose Speedway, some Back to the Egg, I would be like, I'd just be melting into a puddle on the floor.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I mean, because he has done too many people before.
Yeah,
I think in 2000, when was it? 2002 maybe. But when he was out for Driving Rain. But anyways,
yeah,
but but yeah, I mean, it is kind of getting a little tired. But
yeah.
when you're there, the excitement of it kind of just takes that all away, and you're in the
It
moment,
does.
and
It does.
you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Because who's going to complain about hearing Paul McCartney sing "Hey Jude"? Like,
right, exactly.
just sort of sacrilegious. So,
Right. So where does this rank for you? I mean, you said you've seen him 68 times now, right? I mean, how does this compare to past shows?
this one ranked pretty high for me because I think, after the long wait, I was so
Mm.
excited, and this venue was really nice. It's small.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think it'll probably be one of the. I'm going to 8 shows from this
Oh
tour,
wow.
so
Okay.
I have a feeling that this is going to be in the top, just because the venue is so nice and small, and compared to some of these big stadiums that we're going to go to. Um,
Gotcha. What's the next show you're gonna see then?
Seattle. I'm going to drive to Seattle
Okay.
tomorrow and do the 2
Okay.
Seattle shows, and then fly back to the East Coast.
Gotcha.
Um,
Yeah, a longtime fan of the show and friend. He actually came down and saw Paul with me in Phoenix last time
oh,
he was here.
cool.
So
Oh,
we're gonna talk to him. He's going to the second show, so we're gonna talk to him
great.
and see and get his thoughts on
Yeah.
on the show. So excited about that. So,
Thank
so Joan, thank you very much for
you.
telling us about this excitement, and I'm glad that we were able to talk about this. And anything you want to add before we sign off? And
Oh, and I'll
you
just
know.
tell you that he did read my sign and talk to
Oh,
me.
he did.
Yeah, I was so excited.
You didn't say why did you? Well, so what did your sign say?
It says, I have it over here. It
Okay.
says, can, I don't know, it won't make sense to people unless they've seen him in concert, but when he used to do "And I Love Her," he used to
Mm-hmm.
always turn his back to the crowd and do a little butt shake, and all the all the ladies in love used to say call it the
Right.
McWiggle.
The
So
McWiggle.
I made a sign that said, "Can I McWiggle with you?" If I can turn my camera around.
Hmm. It's
I
not
don't
working
know.
at the moment. That's all right. You don't have to do that.
Yeah, I
That's all
don't
right.
think it's gonna
That's all
work.
right.
But
Okay.
anyway, he read it and he laughed and he said, "I don't think my wife would like that very much." So that was
Uh,
really cool for me.
oh, and one last thing. Did he have someone come up on the stage like he normally
No,
does? He
no,
didn't do that this time, really.
no. I think because of COVID, they're being really
Okay,
strict.
fair. Okay.
And because we went to
You there, Joan?
and so yeah, they're being super careful.
Okay. Actually, you froze up there for a second, so I didn't get to hear what you said.
Oh yeah, I think my battery's gonna die. I said they
Uh,
were being very, very careful, the
okay,
crew and everybody, keeping
gotcha.
distance from people, which they have to, I guess. So
I understood. I mean, I've worked in the business. I mean, as a chef, I'm a tour caterer, so,
yeah,
yeah, I know. Yeah, you definitely want to be safe. So, but we'll end here so your phone doesn't die. But Joan,
thanks.
thank you so much for coming
Nice
on
meeting
here,
you.
and nice meeting you too. And I enjoy the rest of your shows that you're going to.
I will.
So,
I will.
all
Thanks
right,
so much.
take
Take
care.
care.
Uh,
Bye.
okay, bye.